last night while accusing an old friend of fraud because he lost at trivia. An elite committee of experts, analysts, and Chiefs optimists fought and toiled and burned the midnight oil to deliver the best segment in all of sports. It's an honor and a privilege. It's time for NBA Tears. The Chiefs optimist thing was a compliment.
Listen, if you're gonna be out here firing shots, football shots during NBA Tears, then I'm Brew.
Being called the Chiefs
more
optimist
confetti
is an
just
insult.
fell. Brew, did you notice how on tilt KW was with the Diggs release?
Oh, yeah.
When he was like, it's the same as the Chiefs trading Trent McDuffie.
Yeah.
It's
What you got to do, you got to make hard
like
it was
calls.
nothing like it.
Yeah, because we went to the Super Bowl.
This guy,
You lost,
See,
all right?
this guy
Barely.
is so on tilt. NBA
That's why you
Tears.
think we barely lost.
Who's eliminated? Show us the eliminated teams. It's the same six. No fresh eliminations. However, and this is where I'm glad KW doesn't see the tier names before we get them revealed.
Phew.
Because I feel like he would be like, don't do that. And I'd be like, we're doing it.
They're inappropriate.
Well, bottom of the tiers. Do not resuscitate. They don't want to be around it. They want to be eliminated so badly. The Bulls are doing everything they can to get to the eliminated tier. They're like, how are we not there yet? Same with the Grizzlies and the Mavs.
Oh, my goodness.
Just make it interesting. One team tier, the Bucks. Just make the last couple weeks interesting.
Well, let's hope it's.
That's what I'm saying. That's all
It
you
might
can
not
hope
be.
for. All you can hope for is if these are the final games for Giannis as a Buck, can they at least be interesting?
That
Can
might
it
be enough for Giannis to be like, you know what, sign me up.
No
so
such thing
be
as
it.
failure.
You know what? If that's what he wants, fine. But like, can they be 2 games back of the play-in with 5 to play? We're like, all right, if they go 4-1 and the Hawks go, I don't know, just that's the hope. Cancel the play-in. We don't need it in the Western Conference this year. We don't. Clippers, Suns, Lakers, Nuggets, Timberwolves, Rockets, Spurs, Thunder. Those are the best 8 teams. The Blazers, nice season, dealt with the fact that their head coach got popped by the FBI first day of the year. Denny Avdia hurt. It's a nice season. We don't need you we don't need you taking a playoff spot from, be the Suns or the Clippers or whomever. And the Warriors, it just ain't this year.
They just love the play-in, though.
I know the Warriors.
They're built for
They live in the play.
And so we don't need it in the West this
And
year.
they're
We might
dying
not
to
need
get
it in the
there,
East
too.
either, but we certainly don't need it in the West. First round fodder. Hawks, Heat, Magic. And now, by the way, I'm not certain all of these teams are actually going to make the real playoffs, but I am certain whichever of them do are just getting clipped in round 1. The Hawks, I think, have made some savvy moves to set up their future. I get that. The Heat are kind of just stuck in this.
Giannis loved this take for me. They're the Steelers.
They're the Steelers.
They're right. They're like, now I'm not saying they don't want to, go hard, but they're locked in there, and they take pride in Heat culture.
It's
we
the
play
culture,
hard.
yeah.
Right. But they're not going anywhere.
I also
That's right.
like all this
Great
physical
take.
violence on Wild.
Every show.
It's happening all the time.
That's why you don't want to hang out.
I don't want to do the Trey Hendrickson story. Like, you know what I like about Trey Hendrickson?
And by the way, we didn't even mention the Magic, whose best player and head coach are in an open war against each other in the media. Best player comes out and is like, "What?" They're like, "What's the difference in the second half of games?" He's like, "Other teams make adjustments. We don't." Head coach comes out the next day. He's like, "No, the other team made no adjustments. They just kept playing hard, and we didn't." Nice. Not a wasted season. Suns, Sixers, Raptors. Not a wasted season. And I say that not patronizingly, sincerely. Hey, listen, Matt Ishbia has not been a great owner. However, they traded away Kevin Durant. Folks didn't believe in him. He barked at Simmons on Twitter. He's like, watch us this year. And you know what? He's been right. That team plays hard. They're better than they were last year.
Anti-tanking.
The anti-tanking, and I think that might be in part because I think he's traded away all the picks he's legally allowed to trade. But still,
Some nice
and
ideas
they're
for
going to get Booker back. They might get Brooks back. The Sixers, I think it's not a wasted season because I'm not writing them off entirely, but also, you got Edgecombe, right?
Yes.
And Maxey continues on the ascent. And nice kind of year in the progression for the Scotty Barnes Raptors. Even if you're knocked out in round 1. You have our attention. Clippers, Hornets. It's nearly impossible to get our attention with the starts to the seasons these teams had. The Clippers obviously going 6-21, but have been really dynamic since, and Kawhi Leonard is playing, I think, the best basketball of his Clippers career.
Since he won it in Toronto.
Yeah, since that year in Toronto and since his last year in San Antonio. And the Hornets, just by every metric, for about 6 weeks, have been one of the 4 or 5 best teams in the NBA. And by certain metrics, like, they've been the best team.
They're going to be really interesting. You know, I don't mean in the future. I mean, like, this year
in the playoffs, how real is it?
Are they really going to do anything?
The power. Oh, wow. Back to the tears, please. The power of PR. Got 24 losses. Can't play any defense. Have a do-it-all European first option. Well, one team. It's that one team is the apple of everyone's eye in the Nuggets, and the other team, well, they obviously can't do anything. Their resumes are startlingly similar, and I understand Joker is a better player than Luka, and Joker's a champ. But their resumes are about this far apart, and the way they are discussed about the failure, success of this season, about their chances to win a championship are about this far apart.
Play tomorrow, must win.
So the Lakers have beaten, the Nuggets don't own the Lakers the way they did a few years ago. So double must win?
Maybe. It should be like one of those like WWE matches. Like from now on, you're the team that can win the championship.
It could be a double must win.
Double must win?
Could be, yeah.
Tune in Friday.
That one cousin. Rockets and Cavs. You want to believe in him. You want to be like, this time it's different. This time he'll pay me back.
Yeah.
This time
like
he won't get arrested. Yeah. This time he won't come to Thanksgiving high out of his mind. And then it's like, nope, same guy. And you just really want to believe they'll be different this year, but they never are. And I just feel like the Rockets, like now they have Kevin Durant, and they seem to have weathered the tweet storm. But we probably know how their playoffs is going to end. And the Cavs, like they're winning now without Donovan Mitchell.
8-1.
And James Harden is turned up, but
killing.
We kind of know how that's going to end. Gotta happen eventually. Right?
Does it?
Gotta make the finals eventually.
Minnesota.
Timberwolves never done it.
Yeah,
History of their franchise, never done it. The Knicks haven't done it
this century.
Since the Clinton administration. They haven't, but they both have been the Timberwolves in back-to-back years have been in the Final Four. The Knicks last year were obviously in the Final Four. Knocking on the door, you got to eventually it breaks through, and double bonus take. This is like, I don't know, maybe the 3rd draft pick for the league office of ideal realistic finals. Knicks Spurs, I think, is number 1.
Yes.
But Knicks Timberwolves with Ant having that surge might be number 2. If we're going to say Knicks Lakers is not realistic and possible, I think, it would be a marquee finals matchup. Absurdly ahead of schedule. Spurs, Pistons, and the title really does say it all. Both of these teams are ridiculously ahead of schedule. The fact that the Pistons will be the 1 seed. The Spurs could be the 1 seed. The Pistons are not far removed from, is that the worst team ever? Like what's the losing streak?
22 or 23 straight. 23
right,
straight.
and Monty Williams, thanks but no thanks, and all of it to where they are. And the Spurs, coming into this year, it's like, all right, can we get a full healthy year out of Wemby? And the answer was, actually, no, we can't, and it doesn't matter because the team's good enough to sustain that. Wemby is at least on schedule, which, considering the schedule was be greater than Hakeem Olajuwon, that's pretty great. And they're way ahead of schedule's teams. Up to speed by May 1st? Question mark. That's a question for the Celtics. Can Jason Tatum be up to speed by the start of round 2? Round one, I don't think they might not even need him or Jaylen Brown for round one.
Could be Charlotte.
Right.
I'd be worried about that.
I guess I think at round one they're going to be fine no matter what. But round two, they're going to play either the Cavs or the Knicks. Can Jason Tatum be not 100%? I think that won't happen until next season, but up to speed to where
Playing like a star.
and certainly to where he feels confident. He's got game shape, all of it. That's what I think the timeline is. And atop the tiers, entering their villain era, the Oklahoma City Thunder. They were flirting with it, with the Shea push-offs and the corny interviews. But
I like the interviews.
Of course, exactly. But Lou Dort combined with their, and I don't say this lightly, absurdly, rabidly annoying fans on the internet have made them a bit of villains, and they're champs. But they're the best team in the league, and they could be the first team to repeat in almost a decade. Right. That's the latest tiers,
Buckle up.
bro.
Put a helmet on.
Not bad.
Thank you.
Really? Well, look, the names, the titles. Derwin, is it?
No,
What's his name?
no, my goodness.
What's it? Clinton?
No, it's Marshall for
Marshall.
the NBA, for the NFL.
I knew it was one of those.
No, it's a
distinguished
totally
names.
different committee
Marshall.
for the NBA.
Oh no, this is just you.
This is Tom.
Oh, wait. Tom.
I'm going to have the same people be my NFL committee and my
that doesn't make
NBA committee? That doesn't even make sense.
Okay, well, Tom.
Tom.
Usually it's like
You should have let it be Derwin.
That it's
I think
it's
it
so
is
interesting. No,
Right, Derwin
no,
would've been
no.
cool.
Marshall and Mount. Those
The
guys
other
are
guys,
all on
they
the
all
NFL
got
committee.
great names.
The NBA
Yeah.
committee, it's Tom and Bill.
You got Thurgood.
Jake.
Isn't there a Thurgood?
Yeah,
on
that's
there?
NFL.
They're great. Wait, yeah, you got Tom, Bill, John
Just
on the
Jake.
NBA.
Ryan and
It's just
Brian.
it's just how you now you're just making stuff up. Go ahead.
I like Derwin.
I thought it was Derwin. Anyway, yeah, the titles are good, but I got some issues. I think, Nick, the Spurs, I'm putting them up on the second tier with Boston. I get that Boston, and we're baking in Tatum being back, but the Spurs move up, and here's why. They are 6-1 against
sorry, bro.
the OKC, Boston,
Picture
and
bar.
Detroit.
Whoever wrote that,
Knicks being
grab a
chicken.
cardboard box from the stairs right
look,
here and put
you
stuff
know
in
who's
it.
doing it.
That's absurd.
It's Dusty. I don't even
That
know what
is-
that means.
That is
Knicks being
absurd.
a
It's
chicken,
an
Vic
absurd.
Fuller. Okay,
ahead.
it's Dust. All
Okay,
right,
go ahead.
You should have ran that one by me, Dusty.
Okay.
But anyway, move the Spurs up there. Like I said, 6-1 against the other three teams in the top four. Here's the other thing, Nick. They've won 12 of their last 13, despite not playing at home since February
Rodeo
7th.
road trip. Yeah.
Yes. Well, even beyond it, because they had 2 home games in Austin.
But that's part of the rodeo road
Right.
trip.
But they went 8-1 on the rodeo road trip, and then had some games in Austin and all this other
Boston
stuff.
counts.
No, but it's not.
No,
you're
but they
still not
count as
sleeping at
home games, even
You're not
though you're
sleeping
not
at
at
home.
home.
The court says Spurs.
I
on it.
understand.
No,
Bill
it's
was
not.
Spurs
It's not
fan.
a home game.
It's a home game.
If the Knicks played at wherever St. John's plays in the Garden.
At
If the Knicks
Barclays.
played at Barclays, would that be a home game?
Basically, when they do play at Barclays, it's a home
I
game.
agree with you, bro.
Yeah,
It says Spurs there.
I understand, but
It's not like when the
it's just
Jags
the
play in
court.
London.
it's
That
just
doesn't
like
do it.
that. It says Jags on the court.
Right.
It's in
It is
Texas.
exactly
It's in
like that.
Texas.
Texas is huge.
I understand.
When
Texas.
they go to Dallas,
It's
they're
more
in
than an
Texas.
hour away. Yeah,
Houston's in
If the
Texas.
Knicks- if
the court
Knicks-
said
Where'd you go to high
Spurs.
school? Where'd you go to? I'm college. Where'd you go? I forget.
Philadelphia, LaSalle University.
LaSalle. If Austin to San Antonio is about as far as New York City to Philly. So if the Knicks played at LaSalle and they made it a Knicks
Right.
court, is that a home game?
People were cheering for the Spurs on
Okay,
those.
I
games.
agree with you, Brew. Go ahead. They're not sleeping in their own bed.
Wait, the bed part has nothing to do
They
with
got to
it.
travel.
does have
Of
everything to
course.
do.
It does- it's
These
not
are 7
bed-based.
footers.
Wake up in your own bed.
That's not what it's
they're
about.
7
It
footers.
is not about
They got-
the
they
bed.
have feet
It
hanging
is
off
about
in
the
the
They don't have to
fans.
sleep diagonally.
No, it's
like
not
in the
about sleeping
hotels
diagonally.
and
It's
all
about
that.
the fans.
I
And they
disagree.
score and everyone cheers.
I disagree.
It's not about
Go
the
ahead.
bed.
I agree.
Okay.
Yes.
Next
Ask
week.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, next week. All right. So anyway,
Remember,
very
he got traded to
impressive.
Portland, didn't have he was sleeping on
Oh,
air
DeAndre,
mattress.
yes.
Yeah,
I
go
did.
ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that
I
was-
agree with
that
you.
was a
Go
red
ahead.
flag.
That's
Go
why
ahead.
I say move the Spurs up. Now, my other movement is just the notch below the Knicks and the Timberwolves. I'm moving them up too to be with Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Right? Look, the Knicks we know 15-4, playing great defense, have beaten some good teams. Detroit, look, right now they're still my pick, but
Brew is
the
softening.
offense. I mean,
What a day.
when Cade isn't Superman,
He's out.
they struggle. I'm
He's
not
out.
totally out. I'm just saying.
You're out.
Like yesterday, Nick put the heat on him when he made him the best player in the league,
Well, he was
and
tough to do.
he went out and shot 4 for 16. And in the playoffs, teams are going to really get the ball out of his hands, try to keep him from getting 30 and all
Gone.
that,
Who's-
and they don't
who
shoot
will
it
be
that well.
Bruce East?
And then when they might, Minnesota 7-1. Ant has had 2 40-point
ball.
games in like his last 5 games or something like that. So Minnesota is a sneaky team out west.
Yes.
So I just think they should be on
And
the third team.
3 through 6 out west is
Oh, yeah.
going to be a real dogfight down the stretch.
Yeah.
Between Houston, Minnesota, Denver, and the Lakers.
Yep.
Go ahead, KW.
I hope the bar that I requested is accurate of what I'm going to say. Because I feel like if it comes off one way, I'm going to start a firestorm. I'll really kick the hornet's nest, if you know what I mean.
Let's see. What's the bar?
Dusty, please reveal the bar. I hope it says the Hornets are playing better than the Lakers. I'm not necessarily saying that they are better than the Lakers. They're 1-1 on the year. Most recently, the Hornets beat the Lakers moderately easily. But the Hornets are now 500 and are a brand new team. I think they are. I would flip-flop the Lakers and the Hornets, even though maybe the power of PR. Remember, LaMelo got all those first place votes. They win last night. They won 5 in a row. Now, LaMelo had some, he's doing his normal LaMelo stuff. Believe it or not, LaMelo, not the most
He
efficient
did
shooter.
take some bad shots.
Well, that one went in. It was 4 for 13 from 3. Since January 1st, this is according to Zach Roberts, he's led the NBA in plus minus. I'm like, holy cow, that one shocked me. Last 20 games, Charlotte's 16-4, the Lakers are 12-8. Winning games by double digits. Offense has been better than the Lakers.
What's that bottom line say? Best in NBA. They have the best record in the NBA since
January 18th. It's shocking. So we're like, all right, are they just a great offense team? They shoot up a bunch of threes. Everyone's scoring like 19 points, Brandon and Khan and LaMelo. The defense, sneaky great. Last 20 games, top 5 defense. Defensive rating 106 is good for 6. I'm not saying they're better than the Lakers.
No, but
they're currently playing better than the Lakers.
But here's my problem.
They're 500 now.
Because Wildes is like, I'm not as good at the analogies as you, but you're like someone that likes unpopular things, and to draw attention to it, you try to contrast it with a super popular thing. Because you could have done this Hornets thing as to why they're better than the Nuggets, or the Rockets, or the Cavs, or the Timberwolves, or literally any team.
You want me to move them all the way up? I'm just trying to move them one spot up.
But so that's the thing is this. The Hornets have been the best team in basketball the last 20 games. That's what that graphic said.
I wasn't wrong.
That's what the graphic said. They can stand on their own 2 feet.
You want to put them number 1?
But no, what I'm saying is this is not really, Brew, so much about Wilde's love for the Hornets as much as it is about his somewhat inexplicable disdain for the Lakers.
Well, yeah,
I like the Lakers.
It is that the Hornets should move up and the Lakers should move down. That's what he's
that's what he's saying.
Is it like,
the Lakers
I'm just
are
moving the
12? Then why not do it?
You guys would scream at me. I just want to move the Hornets up one spot. The spot goes up.
But you know who's not 12-8 in their last 20? Who's on the same line as the Lakers? The Nuggets.
They play on Thursday.
No.
And that game will determine if we did this on Friday, maybe I would. Okay?
Listen, buddy, it's
know you
okay.
I might.
The Hornets are playing great basketball right now.
That's what I said.
I am also again, and then I'll be quiet. When the Lakers beat Tomato Can, KW mocked us for mentioning it. Who was on the other side of that LaMelo highlight? I'm just curious.
It was the Mavs without Cooper Flag.
Okay, yeah. A Mavs team that has given up.
Well,
that is not
But
trying
in
to
your
win.
defense, we expect the Lakers to beat the Tomato Can.
Yes.
Charlotte is a
tomato
couple
can.
months removed from being a tomato
They're
can.
just,
So
they're not even above 500.
Yeah.
They're at 500 for the first time in
Who knows?
It's been
No
a
way to
long
tell.
time.
a long
They don't
time.
keep
Troy,
those types
maybe
of
a
records.
long
LaMelo's
time.
second
This
year.
this late in the
It's
season?
LaMelo's second year, probably.
Oh, I was going to
That's
say
even
that
all
under
All-Star
Kemba.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.